Hey, what's up traders, George here and welcome to Forex Gym. This is daily Forex analysis for 9th of March 2020. We're going to be analyzing today 4 currency pairs, starting off with the US dollar against Japanese yen, euro against Australian dollar, followed by euro against US dollar, and we're going to finish with British pounds against Japanese yen. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. I'm making daily as well as weekly market analysis. We are starting off with the US dollar against Japanese yen. This is a daily chart, and we can see that market, this currency gapped about 100 pips, and then at 1 a.m. UK time, it has this aggressive move towards downside. In that 1 hour, it pretty much covered almost 300 pips. That's due of the negative news were out. The Tokyo stocks plunged 5%, and of course there are fears over the coronavirus, which has affected a lot of currencies. I'm going to go through with some of them a bit later on. For now, let's talk about this, if there could be any opportunities. I'm looking at this, but I don't see much of opportunity for me because this currency has to push much higher, which is another about 100 pips, and I don't see that one happening unless some kind of news gonna affect it, of course. But for now, I don't see it happening. But of course, if you're a short-term trader, if we move to the 15-minute charts, then I can see that this currency is already making its way up. If this comes up here and maybe takes out these 15-minute high, which is at 103.05, and you can short it around here towards the downside. You can use this one as a first target, the prior lows. This spike that came down, if we move to the 1 hourly chart, would be an easier one. So down to this low at 102.07 zone, you can use this, but I personally do not use 15-minute charts. I use shorter time frames to find the entry, but I don't use it purely for a trading reasons. I use high time frames and I drill it down to the shorter time frames. And the following currency is euro against Australian dollar, starting off with the daily chart, and we can see this crazy move. It has this it covered a lot of ground in such a short period of time, this currency. And if we go to the shorter time frame, in 1 hour it pretty much covered 1,000, just over 1,000 pips from here to up here in 1 hour session. Hopefully you have not got caught in the other side of the market, because that would have been not good, especially if you're someone who is not using stop losses. I would strongly suggest you to reconsider that, because you might get away for a long period of time, and when something like this happens, and it happens once in a while, you will gonna suffer a lot. So it's better to have these few losses on the way and suffer a little managed loss, which is absolutely fine in the trading arena, and then avoid this kind of to get caught in this wrong side of the market. Of course, even if you had a stop loss and the market moved so fast like this, you would have still suffered a slippage, but it's still nothing compared to that if we did not have any loss, any stop loss at all. And even if you have a big account, there is something called a margin call. So if your account is not enough and it's gonna get a margin call, you're gonna automatically it's gonna close your trade, and basically you're gonna be. And as of the trading opportunity goes, I don't see for myself anything yet, because this has this nice aggressive move towards upside, and now it's retracing, give pretty much all the half already covered back. But even though on a daily chart it has this week, but the day is not finished yet, and even if we go to the weekly chart, we have this weekly candle which is going to close end of the week, and it can come up all the way up here and close it very strongly. So we do not know it. We can only judge what's in front of us, and for now it is looking very bullish. So if we drill down to a shorter time frame, again, if you're a short-term trader and you're trading for a smaller time frames, there could be an opportunity. Wait for, I would personally looking this low to buy down here where this 15-minute low is, and stop around down here where the low. As of the targets, you can either use, there's a couple of opportunities. I use these highs, the 15-minute high, or you can use also the 4-hourly pivots. Of course, there's gonna be at 8 a.m. there's gonna be another 4-hourly pivot. Or if you wanna wait and hold on to the trade, you can get off up here where this 15-minute high is. And now we got euro against US dollar. This is a daily chart and it has this nice move, and I mentioned it on my weekly analysis. Price would want to come up where this horizontal line is. You see these multiple highs up here, and we can see that it did that, and it even overshot, and it's probably taken, yeah, it has taken out the highs as well. Still, if we go to a shorter time frame, this one looks of course very bullish, and if we go to shorter time frames, I'm looking at this currency and waiting for this price to push a little lower, and I would be looking to get onto the long side. I'm waiting for the price to come down here where this an hourly low is, and also there is a daily as one. So I'll be giving the first entry down here, and if it does not work, I'm looking at this area as well, which is at 113, I believe it was 45, 113.45. Yeah, correct, around this area. So I'll be looking to give 2 shots if it's gonna work out. The stop's gonna be around 20 pips, and the target will be much higher. Or we can do, you can take off your profits at 114.35, so if you're gonna 45, 20 pips, so it should be still good with the risk rewards. You can also take the profits up here at 114.35. I personally would not do that because of the higher chance that it will break this, because it's already tested it. But I will be looking very far away targets as of at 116.20, which is this. You got this high and you got this low. So I'll be looking as of these targets for this particular currency, which the risk reward is very, very good. And lastly, we got British pounds against Japanese yen. This one looks like a bit similar to the dollar yen pair, but of course this one moves much more than a dollar yen. So we're gonna start drilling down to the shorter time frames, and we'll already look for if there is opportunities for this currency. For now, where I can see, it has to do quite a bit to get me interested that I will trade this. For example, if this maybe pushes slightly higher and comes down in a couple of candles down to this low, and then goes up and retest this high, then I will be looking to get onto the short side. But for now, I do not really see that happening, or it might take quite a long time. You would be looking around late in the afternoon or in the evening time. Okay guys, this was daily forex analysis for 9th of March 2020. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and make sure to subscribe. I'm making daily as well as weekly market analysis. Also, if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below, or you can reach me with the social media, which link's gonna be on the description. So I will see you guys in the next video.